Hey guys, my name is Lily and today I want to show you what I call the ultimate survival kit. And this is what I've put together for a wilderness survival situation. So in case you get lost for 1, 2 or more days, this is a small survival kit that you can make yourself and either stash in your car, in your bug out location, or you can put it into any kind of bag, bug out bag or hiking backpack. So yeah, the can is a sardine can, which has a volume of about 500 milliliters. So half a liter of water fits into this can. And I really like the flat shape of it because you can take it and place it on top of some hot coals to boil some water. So I really like the shape of this can and I think it's really practical. So now let's open up the can and let's see what's inside. Okay, here we have a heavy-duty lid and it's protecting the contents from falling out. Then here we got some tissues in case I have to clean my glasses. Tissues are always awesome and you can use them for tinder as well. Yeah, then we got a big lighter, and lighters are great. I think it's the best method of lighting fires, especially if everything is wet. So most people don't have troubles with lighting fires when it's dry, but in very wet conditions, when it has rained for weeks and months, it's really hard to make fire without a lighter. So lighters are really great. All right, then here we got a small kit. And this is a fishing kit, which is containing all sorts of hooks and weights. So in case you have to go fishing, you can do so. And also together with this kit, I have some really sturdy fishing wire on this reel. And this fishing wire is braided and it's extra strong. And you can also use it for snares or other traps for survival purposes. But of course, the first intention is fishing. Yeah, then I got a self-made insecticide. So this is a small spray bottle that I filled up with water. And then I've added 4 drops of essential oils. And these are the essential oils that I've used to make the insecticide. So first of all, I've used a drop of lavender, and this is repelling flies. And the rest of the essential oils are clove bud oil. Then here we got some citronella oil and peppermint oil. And those are for mosquitoes. So I've used 4 drops of these essential oils to make the insecticide. And this is working wonders. I've tried it many times and it's awesome and it's non-toxic. The only thing with this small volume is that you have to watch out that you don't spray it on your skin directly because the essential oils can irritate skin. So it's better if you apply it to your clothing. Alright, then we got more fire making stuff here. We got a tea light candle, we have some matches and a striking area, and this is all in a waterproof bag, of course. Then we got a tampon here, and yeah, for the women out there, I just want to say that if you get in a real wilderness survival situation, your body will react to it, and a lot of women get their period earlier. Much earlier. So you have to expect earlier bleeding than usual. Yeah, and besides that, you can also use tampons for fire making. Yeah, then I got a really nice compass and a second one. So in case you lose the first one, you have a second one. And also, if you are in a wilderness survival situation, it will be really hard on your psyche, and a lot of people, they will stop trusting compasses or do other weird stuff. So it's always good to have 2 compasses so you can trust the compass. Yeah, then I got a little bit of emergency rations. So these are gummy bears, and you won't believe it, but a small gummy bear like this will give you a lot of comfort. So having a little bit of sugar in your survival kit is always a good idea, and that's because it's giving you an energy boost, but also it's a psychological treat which has a very positive effect on your survivability. Yeah, next we got a couple of straws, and I've used a lighter to seal off the ends of the straws, and I put some cotton inside. You cannot have enough of tinder, especially when it's wet. It's really hard to make a fire. Even if you open up all of the 3 straws, it will be still very hard to get a fire going, especially in wet environments, like for example the jungle, or when it has rained for several days in a row. All right, then here we got a toilet paper pack. So this is a extremely compressed towel, which is made from cotton. And you just open this up and then you can go to the toilet. So hygiene is important, and very often you go to the toilet once and then maybe twice, okay? And then your stomach and gut is empty. All right, the next, here we got some dental floss. And if you got something stuck in between your teeth, it's a real nuisance. Also, you can use this as a fishing line. So dental floss is awesome, and it's really small, doesn't take up a lot of space. Then in here I got electrical tape, so I can reseal the survival kit. Then next here we got a small pack with salt, and this will help you to keep up your electrolytes, and also it can help your body to stabilize blood pressure in case it's low. So salt is great, and you're going to crave it, especially if you sweat a lot when working on your camp or when hiking or when trying to survive in the wilderness. All right, the next we got this knife here. This is one of my favorite knives by the company Victorinox, and it has a lot of great tools, corkscrew. It has this really nice oar, which has a hole, which you don't see in the newer models anymore. This is actually the old model, which comes with a button, and I prefer this one to the one with the liner lock. We have a bottle opener and also can opener. And then also we have this really nice big locking blade. So now you cannot close the blade anymore, which is important for safety. And especially in a survival situation, you want to have a locking blade because you want to avoid any injury, any cuts. So now I'm going to press down the button, and now I can close the blade safely. And then it has got this really nice saw blade, and this can help you with shelter building, with building traps. It also has a really sharp spine, so you can use the spine for a fire steel. I think that's one of the best knives that Victorinox has ever made, and this is the 111 millimeter version. So really awesome knife, and I love it. Yeah, then we have a pencil in case you want to write down some notes. We got a really nice heavy duty safety pin. Then we got a really strong flashlight, and this is by the company OLED. I'm not sponsored by them anymore, so I bought this myself. It's really nice and super bright and extra small, and I really love those flashlights. Then we have this here, which is a small ferrocium rod, and this is just in case you lose your lighter or you already have used your matches. So having a third option to make fire is always great. Then in here I got a signal mirror, and this is a heavy duty one, which comes with an extra protective foil here, so your mirror does not get scratched, and you have a hole at the inside so you can look through the mirror to signal for help for a boat or a helicopter. And also, in case you have some injury, you want to check your face, and also you have the opportunity to check your back. Then in here I got a really loud signal whistle, and this is a whistle that I got when I was a child. So it's by the company Acme, and it was produced in England, and this is really super loud. It's the loudest whistle that I've ever had, and it's also really nice and small, so it's perfect for this survival kit. Oh my god, my ears. Yeah, then I got some heavy duty tweezers in case you have a splinter or tick. Right, then here we got a survival bracelet. This is containing some paracord, and also at the inside there is a fishing kit. You can see some of the fishing line coming out here. So in case there is a survival situation, I would take out this bracelet and put it right on my wrist, so I don't lose the cordage and the fishing kit. Yeah, then here I got some wire, and one of the wires I have intended to make a handle for the can. So I would take the awl of the knife and I would punch through some holes at the side of the can. So I have a handle to carry the can and to place it inside of the fireplace. And the second wire is intended for making traps or for making torches. So wire is always great to have, and it's invaluable in a survival situation. Well, then here we have a small med kit. So let's check the contents for a minute. So we got a couple of band-aids, more band-aids. Yeah, then we have this razor blade in case you have to cut your skin. Then we got some steri strips. We have this sutures. So it's a needle with thread, so you can sew a big wound. Then we have some wet wipes. Yeah, so if you're in a survival situation, you will get dirty, and then you want to have the opportunity to clean your wounds. So wet wipes are great. And also here I have some alcohol preps. So that's what's in my small med kit. I know it's not big, but it's certainly better than nothing. And most of the time you will have cuts on your hands. So that's what the band-aids are for. And I know it's the bare minimum, but I don't have any more space. So this has to do in a survival situation. And of course, in a survival situation, you have to take care of yourself. So you have to think twice about what you're doing so you're not hurting yourself. Because that would be the worst case scenario. If you cut yourself, like with this knife, that's something that you don't want to happen. Okay, then here we got a emergency space blanket, which can be used to make a shelter, or you can throw this over yourself and use the candle in between your legs. And this way you have a small one-person emergency shelter, which is definitely better than nothing. All right, then we got a plastic bag, and this is a heavy-duty plastic bag. So if you want to, you can transport some water, but also you could take out the contents of the survival kit and place it inside of here so that you are not losing any of the items and keep it all together. Yeah, and then also we have some means to treat some water. So here we got water purifying tablets. So I'm not a big fan of them, but in case, you know, of an emergency where you have to drink a lot of water, of course I would use them. So with these ones, you would use 1 tablet per liter, and that's exactly the size that fits into this plastic bag. And with these ones, you use 1 tablet for 750 milliliters. So yeah, you gotta watch out what brand you have, because some brands, they are more potent than others. And with these, you have to be really careful. You have to know what you're doing. So make sure that you don't overdose the tablets. Otherwise, you have to go into a hospital. So yeah, this is my survival kit. I think it's perfect. I think it's really awesome and suitable for many kinds of environments. If I could change anything with the survival kit, I would probably add a little bit more cordage. But so far, I think it's an awesome survival kit. And if you make something like this for yourself, then the only thing that you have to do is put it into your car, put it into your boat, or take it with you when you go into the wilderness in case you get stuck. And people get stuck very often. So it happens again and again that people get lost in the wilderness, even here in Austria. You won't believe it. So Austria is quite overpopulated. We have houses everywhere. It's really hard to get lost in the forest, but still it's happening. So I want to show you this article here about a hiker, female hiker. She was lost in the Austrian mountains for 26 hours. So gladly it was only for 1 night, but this was in September, and in September it's getting really cold in Austria. So it's not fun if you stay in the forest with nothing. And the lady was 57 years old, and she somehow lost her way, and then of course the battery of her phone died, and they could not find her until the next day. And they found her because she had a red bivouac sack and she used it for signaling. So the helicopter saw it, and then they knew where she were, and then they could rescue this woman. Okay, so here we have another article about 4 students who hiked on a mountain in Austria, but then they could not get back down anymore. Also, they did not have a good gear with them, and the rescuers could not get to them because it was too dangerous. So they had to stay 1 night on the mountain, and that's no fun on 2,800 meters. It's really cold, but gladly the next day they were saved. So up on this mountain you will not find wood anymore. So even if you cannot make a fire on a mountain, you still want to have an emergency space blanket and some kind of candle, so you can warm yourself up for a small period of time. Alright, so this is it for today. Thank you for watching, guys, and stay tuned till next time.